What's going on, dudes? Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to talk about the Writhing Band of Trickery, one of the 5 new unique rings that was announced at the BlizzCon panel that just took place this weekend. So in Diablo 4 Season 2, patch 1.2.2, every class gets its own unique ring. In this video, because I've been playing the Rogue all Season 2, I wanted to share my thoughts on the Writhing Band of Trickery. So let's check it out, right? The affixes. You get increased critical strike chance, increased critical strike damage, damage to crowd control, and maximum life. The ring says, casting a Subterfuge Skill leaves behind a decoy trap that continuously taunts and lures enemies. The decoy trap explodes after 3 seconds, dealing 8,143 shadow damage, and this can only occur once every 12 seconds. And that's okay. So that's what the ring does. Great. Notice that it's item power 800, so in Diablo 4 the cap is 925, take it to the jeweler and up you go to 950, right? So the stats are going to be better than you see here, but this is like an example of what we can expect. So immediately, my hot take was, that's underwhelming. Like, I'm not using that ring. I would have no reason to use that. It just seems like a bit of a miss for the rogue class. You're never going to get the barber, right? That's fine. And we weren't going to be getting like creeping death, nothing super crazy like that, but this is what we got. Maybe, and this is like the whole reason I'm making the video, because you know my video style, short, sweet, and get in, get out, give you the information. Maybe I'm misevaluating the ring. Maybe this ring's power has yet to be seen because the content doesn't exist. And sort of what I'm speaking to here is the Abattoir of Zir, that level 100 sort of event, that endgame opportunity that you're going to want to embark on. What if you needed like another defensive layer for the rogue, and maybe this ring gives you that? Currently, if you look at like the build that I'm using, and it'll be linked in the description below, I'm relying on X-Val's Corroded Signet because X-Val's is just tremendous poison burst damage. AoE does like typically like twisting blade damage, but area of effect poison. It's wonderful. Love it a lot. I recommend you get your hands on it if you can. But what happens if you can't? At least you got the Writhing Band of Trickery that maybe takes that spot. So in like plain English, how would I even use this, right? So casting a Subterfuge Skill. Well, let's check out the game right now really quick. What kind of Subterfuge Skill are we talking about? Like, what would I use? I could use Concealment, I could use Poison Trap, I could use Smoke Grenade, I could use Dark Shroud. So for the build that I'm using, it kind of goes hand in hand with Poison Trap. I'm currently spec'd for Concealment because I was messing around in PvP. Don't worry about that. I think Poison Trap might be okay. You drop a Poison Trap, it's going to, it'd be looking like this, right? Let's actually do it for you guys. So you arm it up, right? And you're all set. And yeah, we don't care about the 10x multi just yet. We don't know that anything's going to survive our poison damage anyway. So when you lay down a poison trap, it self-arms in 1.25 seconds, and then it knocks things down for 1.5 seconds. Okay, so you drop it, 1,000, right? 0.25, bang, trap goes off, things are stunned for 1.5 seconds, and the poison trap has a 30% chance to reset your imbuement. Okay, so that's not bad because right behind that, once every 12 seconds, we're going to be vacuum sucking everything in that's not hitting you, and your twisted blades are just flying like crazy, right? And you're twirling around, you're feeling good, you're getting after it. Okay, not bad. So if it's Poison Trap, let's go ahead and like get rid of this for a second. What kind of legendary aspects might coincide with that future version of a Writhing Band of Trickery? What if it's like Aspect of Might instead of, well, I mean, it's going to be Shaco if you have it, but if you don't, Aspect of Might, Disobedience on the chest, Aspect of Bursting Venoms on the gloves because you're going to be using Poison Trap all the time, right? Things are going to be getting sort of lured to this trap and then stunned and knocked down and all that jazz, right? What about Aspect of Shared Misery, right? Everything's getting knocked down, so everything's getting knocked down. Everything's getting dazed from your twisting blades. That could be good. Putting Aspect of Corruption in your two-handed weapon to get the absolute most increased potency from your imbuements makes sense. Aspect of Acceleration on the amulet, sure. X-Fouls, yeah. So like, what do you get rid of? Pestilent points? Can't see doing that. Condemnation, you're definitely going to use that with the bolts right now because of the buffed version or the bugged version or the feature in Season 2. So do you get rid of Blade Dancer's aspect? Like, do we finally get rid of Twisting Blades? Like, it's like swirls for the girls, right? I don't know, man. I'm not. So I would say like probably out of all this stuff, the one thing I get rid of is maybe I bomb Accelerating. Sounds nuts, right? But maybe I just get rid of Accelerating. In this build, we're going to be using like, we want crowd control damage, we want close quarters combat. So you got to really start to pick and choose because I don't want to lose X-Fouls, but I got to test this ring out to find out how good it is. And this Tuesday, November 7th, that ring goes online. If I'm lucky enough to hit one, that's good, right? And I hope you guys all get a class ring off Varshan too. And just one more time, it comes off of Varshan. So farm Varshan. He's right near the Tree of Whispers. So I don't know. I'm just throwing out there like the cogs are starting to spin in my mind of like, what would that build look like if I really wanted to be kind of tanky, do tremendous damage with this Tabalts and Condemnation setup, right? Like that is, I believe that damage will carry anybody in the Abattoir of Zir, the 25 new levels you have to go through. I don't know what can sustain 66.5 million poison dot ticks in Diablo 4 Season 2. I have no idea, but I'm going to put that content to the test. And I know people keep saying it's difficult, but for a rogue, dealing damage is like our bread and butter. Surviving in those tough situations aren't so bad, but maybe surviving just means crowd controlling the entire screen frequently, and then we just fly through the content. If you put us on target, they die, right? That's the idea. So does that mean that the Writhing Band of Trickery is actually a big asset? I don't know, but I don't want to judge it. I don't want to judge a book by its cover. Every 12 seconds is a long time, and after 3 seconds of that love shove of pulling everybody in with that big, taunt, maybe they're all dead. And maybe that shared misery coinciding with trickery could be chef's kiss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If nothing else, it's awesome that they're adding more uniques to the game, more itemizations, more build-defining opportunities, potentially. I'm not saying this is one, but I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about it. Let me know what you guys think. Much love. Thank you for checking out the video. Have yourselves a great weekend or week, depending on when you see this video. Take care. See you in the next one.